Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Antonio Bay. Thank you for stopping by the collection room. Today we're looking at some more comics. It's some more Alpha Flight. We are burning our way through that series. I know I took off quite a while on the series, and I'm back on it. Just kind of wanting to knock it back up, closer to 100 issues there. And we're up to 85, and this issue is, well, it's all wet. I'm kind of surprised because I think I got this one from a comic book store, and yeah, it was not marked as wet damage, but it seems to be. So that's a thing. I don't really care though. I'm not gonna rebag it. I'm gonna just read it. It's issue 85, 86, 87, and 88. So this is the storyline that's got a conversion of a whole bunch of like mega villains, or Alpha Flight's version of mega villains. And they're in their hasty art phase. It looks to me a lot more like a Ninja Turtle comic, you know, like the Archie series that they threw together real fast, than it does a quality Marvel book. This is June of 1990. Your penciler is John Calamy, who's been doing this for quite a while on this. And like I said, it's not bad. It's very serviceable. It just doesn't look to be the quality that I see from a lot of Marvel books at the time. I'm trying to decide if the water damage is all the way through the book. It just feels wrinkly in my hands. But it does seem to be kind of through all of it. It's on the cover the most, but it is on the inside too. We've got all sorts of, oh, there's a battle cry. For Canada. For the world. If only Puck were here, this were his kind of odds. Yep, because that's what you need. That guy. That little tiny man with no powers at all, who yet still was able to get on this team, even after they ruined his backstory by making him like a prisoner of a genie and a whole bunch of other stupid stuff. Yeah, it's real dumb. Yeah, I never liked this rendering of Sasquatch. He just looks too windswept. You got a whole bunch of stuff going, and this is a pretty big story arc. They've been building up for this for quite some time. Wow, a Dick Tracy ad. I loved this movie. I don't know how everybody felt about it, but I was a big fan. And yeah, this has been a story arc. They gathered up all the major villains and all their stuff for a while back, and then it kind of just sat on the back burner, kind of like they forgot about it for like 6 or 7 issues, and then they were like, oh hey, we should totally finish that thought we had with the bunch of villains all working together. This is another one I got from a comic book store, and it is also like they were bagged and boarded at the comic book store. This is bent to a lot. I don't care about condition, but when you're selling it in a comic book store and you're charging me like $3 or $4 a piece for these old issues, and you're bagged and boarded, I feel like it should live up to that hype. I mean, because technically this is a dollar bin comic in any known universe, and before inflation, this would have been a quarter bin comic. I know because I have bought it numerous times in a quarter bin. My dog is trying to vie for my attention by throwing a tennis ball around behind me, but I'm not going to fall for it. Is this Talisman? I think that's hot. Maybe. Just a little bit. Box doing his thing. Finally, the twins are back in their original matching outfits. That's always better. I much prefer that when that's happening. And it's never a good sign when you bring Doctor Strange in. Spirit Sorcerer babe with the weird outfit. She's making a guest appearance. I already made the comment on the Dick Tracy ad, but I do love that ad. Like, I love that movie. I actually love the book, too, by Max Allan Collins. He did a real good job. He's written a lot of comic books. He wrote a lot of the Dick Tracy novels that were out at around that time. Post-movie and everything. So this just looks like a massive, massive... I mean, they're wrapping up a pretty big story arc here. I want to say this story arc might have even been running for a whole year. A new direction, a new era. Well, that's probably good, because your old direction, your old era was getting pretty tired. I think everybody was pretty burnt out on it. Michael Baer, penciler. Fabian Nicosia, writer. This looks like a step in the right direction. It looks like maybe Marvel actually cares about it. And of course, anytime Marvel cares about anything and they want it to do better, they throw Wolverine in it. This is a staple of the 90s. This guy was on so many comic book covers, like he's taking over the comic book cover. And so you'll meet a lot of Wolverine fans now who are like, oh, I love Wolverine. Well, in the 90s, everybody was so sick of Wolverine that, I mean, like, we couldn't stand it. He was so overplayed. He was everywhere. He drove us insane. Every stinking thing had Wolverine all over it. It didn't matter what book you had. It was just, it got really old really fast. Definitely over-pushed. And so there is still some of us that were in that era that just really not excited about it. And of course, part of the new era that they're dealing with is the government has decided to not be their enemies anymore, and they want to rehire them. And they want, like, them to be Canada's Avengers again, because they've been, you know, outlaws and hunted by the government for years. Let's ignore all that battle. And let's get back in Canada's good graces. I mean, this is a good 20 years before Trudeau or so we're still safe. The Canadian government wasn't what it is today. Canada was still known for being super nice at this time, and I used to love Canada. I wanted to go there so badly. Basically, I anything I could get a hold of that was Canadian, I was interested. Which was why I have always been a big Alpha Flight fan. However, political climates in the Great White North have kind of left me disillusioned with the whole concept. But it doesn't mean I can't go back and look at a specific time and era of the cultural zeitgeist of the 90s, of the 80s, of Canada, of America, and just absolutely still love it. I do still have a cold, though. That is some scary Wolverine right there. Yeah, this is definitely taken a turn for the better. The one pant leg outfit thing, I know it looks kind of stupid, but I do love that. For some reason, that's hot. Wow. What the heck are these things? They're disgusting. Freakish, weird, naked guys. Thanks for manifesting these creatures with underpants on. Whoever did that, you saved us. You could tell there's a big shift in art here throughout the whole book, and it looks good. Like this looks like they care about this book again. Heather, once again, I know they're drawing her just a little bit too hot, so they threw these weird, ugly glasses on. Because technically, she's not supposed to be that hot. But I've always found her very attractive for a comic book character. Just your average Canadian redhead. I like it. Oh, Eugene, non. Please don't let it be so. Gross. I think we just found Puck. Excellent bubble placement on that. Wouldn't want to see the little Puck. Who is that? Is this Diamond Lil's new outfit? I remember right. If I remember right, she went through a phase where she got like a much trashier outfit, and it fit her personality so great to just be like in this trashy trailer park lounge lizard outfit. Just suited her so well. Yeah, big improvements to the art. Overall, you could tell there's just a lot more care given to the book. It's James McDonald Hudson. Wow. Guardian is back. Issue 88. It has been a long time since we've seen him. And finally, he has returned. I don't know if that's the best thing to do, but issue 88, they started giving a damn again, and that is something to say. And that makes me happy. I know Alpha Flight always has its ups and downs, and I know I have complained about it more than probably any person ever because I cover all the books. But, you know, this was definitely a step upwards in their trajectory. This phase here was not bad. This phase goes up just a little bit. For that, I'm very grateful. And that is pretty much all my thoughts on the book for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's my story, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.